Hey, welcome to a brand new episode today. We're getting into the nitty gritty with all kinds of cool stuff that we have to talk about today. First comic that I'm going to get into is the last part to the month-long storyline known as Standoff. It's an awesome blue cover. This book ties up everything that was really interesting, that started Standoff, that went through all the Avengers books. All I'm going to say is I really can't say too much other than the fact that there is a first appearance of a brand new character, brand new old character, the return of a major bad guy, and the ramifications of everything that happened in Standoff.
Nice.
All that leads into this awesome free comic book that you will get on Free Comic Book Day. So,
May 7th, right here at
May
the store.
7th, you will get this awesome John with cupcakes.
Yep, cupcakes.
Moving right along, Patrick.
So, I have for my first issue, Batman 51. And there's a bit of a shocker here. Did not suck. Finally, DC put a book out that doesn't suck. Greg Capullo is the artist on this, and artwork's
That's the last issue.
yeah, artwork's amazing in here. The layout's beautiful. How he just did the paneling and everything. The team of Capullo and Snyder have been on this for 5 years, I think. Five plus, yeah.
So,
And it's an excellent send off for these two guys. It's a shame to see them having to leave. It's been a pretty good run. And I like this ending here. I know you will too. Nice little.
it's a nod to Spawn 100.
I mean, for all their Spawn fans out here, I know you would like that. But all in all, it was a good book. Like, if you want to grade it out of 10, I'd probably give like an 8. It was excellent. Loved it.
I mean, the cool thing about that issue was everything about the book was really good. It was laid out, the structure of the comic, everything was well executed. I give it a 9.8 because it's just a beautiful swan. It was a love letter to Batman.
Yeah.
And the cover pretty much explains that it was a love letter.
50. I just couldn't give it that because I gave 50 to 10, and 50 was better, in my opinion. Yeah.
I mean, this is the last issue of the series,
Yeah.
so...
Agree to disagree.
I have the first part of a brand new 3-part storyline called Through the Lens with Squadron Supreme number 6. Dude, this series has been awesome since it started. James Robinson is writing his best work with this. Not only that, but he's got Leonard Kirk on pencils.
Nice.
This is just probably one hell of a great series. Everything with this is just neat. This series alone, this storyline alone is going to focus on Dr. Spectre.
Nice.
So you got a lot of really cool things. The cover is really neat. You've got Black Bolt on the cover with Inhumans. A lot of really cool things that happen in this issue. I really like this book. I know you're reading this comic.
Yeah. I'm not at 6 yet. I'm a little bit behind. But
I really feel that this is Marvel's second best comic on the stands right now.
yeah.
Next to Nova. I give this issue a good 7.5.
Nice.
Good. It's a good introductory to a new story. The first 5 issues, you're coming hot off of a great introduction to a hot team. This is the start of a new storyline. This is the third storyline in this set, and
Nice.
this is really good. A lot of really cool things with this team, and not only that, but doesn't that look like Spider-Man on the classic Spider-Man cover with Venom standing over him, and that's Spider-Man all hunched over?
It
That's
does.
some nods to McFarlane these days.
I like it.
What you got?
My next book, we're going to stick with Marvel when you get out of DC world for once.
Oh, you got a
Yeah, we're going to go with Star Wars. You can't really go wrong.
You're finally coming to
Yeah.
the dark side?
Yeah, and like this book, right? It's a pretty hot book, man. Like a lot of people come in the store and pick up Star Wars these days.
It's a good
And
book.
ever since the movie, really, it's Star Wars. Even their comic line's been great.
Jason Aaron, Leno you.
Yeah, dude, Leno you, man. Great artwork in this book, and there's just a little scene in here. Listen, you might think I'm a perv, but Leia is like hot in this book. There's just one picture of her, like, damn, like shout back to Leia back in the day. Just great artwork.
I
on
do
Leia.
like the fact that Leno Yu's facial expressions now on women are a lot better now than they were back if you look at his Secret Invasion artwork. His art back then was very subjective and it was very
He's taken some steps.
He's
It's
definitely
great, yeah.
stepping the game
Yeah.
up.
But Leia's a great character, and you can't go wrong
So
with
does
her.
this issue set anything up moving forward with Star Wars or what?
Yeah, it's they escaped this they get out of the storyline that they're in now. They're moving on. There's a nice cliffhanger ending at the end. Don't want to really spoil too much, but all the people reading it would understand when they get there. And also early in this issue, Luke's a bit of a dick, man. Luke is a bit of a dick.
Jason Aaron.
I hate you, but like it's just funny. And for all those Star Wars fans out here, like it gives you some personality to Luke, man. Like just wow, how could you do that to Han? It's funny. It's a nice, funny opening to the book. I really liked it. All in all, I gave this book a 9.5. That was really good. I just think it was a good flowing story. I'm not continuously reading this and jumping on into it right here. I can understand what's going on, what they were doing, what they need to do.
So it's just like if you're jumping on late and you're like, oh,
This
Star Wars.
this wouldn't be a bad issue to kind of start yourself on because you can kind of understand what's going on in the storyline right now.
A 9's a little too high. I'd probably give it like maybe an 8, maybe a 7.9. That was a pretty awesome series. I do feel like the Star Wars comic and the Darth Vader book have kind of tanked a little bit since Vader Down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but I think this right here is gonna be we're gonna see an upswing in the Star Wars books. I really like this.
There's
this
a lot
story
coming.
here.
There's a lot coming.
Yeah.
So, my third review is this Image Plus thing that it's free with previews if you have a previews guide, and it's $2 if you just want this. This is technically the first issue of Image's new previews to upcoming books that are coming out. You get first glimpses of some stories, everything that you need to really get involved with Image Comics.
Nice.
So, not only that, but they have a little tearaway thing on the back that you can hang up comics in your image. So, I mean,
nice.
But
you think a lot of people are going to be coming and picking that up tomorrow?
I do,
Really?
for the simple fact that it's part one of the first of the storyline of Here's Negan's first. It's a 12-part story. But the thing is, there's really not enough to go and get. Oh, I need to get 3 copies of this.
Send it out, might get it graded or something.
That would be the worst idea.
Yeah, just wondering. Yeah.
But the thing is, the cover for this is pretty neat. You got an interesting cover with a new comic book called Snot Girl, written by Brian Lee O'Malley. The thing about it is, it's on fashion, it's on allergies, and it's on friendship.
Nice.
The thing is, you get a lot in this comic. But the problem that I really have is, if you're Scott Snyder and you're Jeff Lemire, why are you going to put out rubbish called After Death?
When you're coming off something like this for Scott Snyder too.
Coming off something hot like that, but this is just too much.
The art looks just weird in there. Just from looking at it, I don't
even know if I'll be able to read that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, it's Image. If you're trying to get into some new stuff and you're like, oh, I really need new books, this is what you get. This is where you start with an independent book.
Yeah.
So, maybe.
But it's not going to be some crazy sound thing that everybody's going to be wanting 10 years from now.
There's a chance that there could be value on it, but it's a magazine that comes in a previews guide that you order stuff out of. You would have to be literally the dumbest person on the planet to invest in something like that.
I guarantee you somebody will send it out to you, create it, and then put it up in a store somewhere. I'm just saying.
I don't even know that person.
Yeah.
So, a couple of things that are happening. We have a couple of really cool events happening. May 1st, we have the Cherry Hill Comic Book Convention, where you figure out the characters.
You get it for free. We've been plugging it for weeks.
You get in for free.
We found out who they are now, so.
We know who they are, but we're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Free Comic Book Day is the first weekend in May, which is literally 2 weeks away, right?
It's next weekend, May 7th.
May 7th. It's 2 weeks.
2 weekends, yeah, 2 weekends.
So if your first 100 people in the store, you get a free cupcake.
We're also that day on Free Comic Book Day.
You get this awesome comic book that I plugged earlier, plus 50 more free comics. There's going to be really cool sales that day. I'm not sure what. Just contact Panther Comics. We will let you know what. And not only that, but we are going to be opening at 10 o'clock.
And we're also going to be over at, if you're in the area, Washington Lake Park, Super Saturday, we're going to have a booth up there, so come by and say hi and hang out. We'll have some books out, some stuff going on there. Be chilling.
And then later in the month, We got It's a Toy Show. It's going to be awesome. Come out, say hi. Now, before we leave you today, we've got a really cool thing for all of you people who are wanting to get into comic books to make things with comic books fun. We have a comic book club. It is $20 a month to sign up. You get, with your subscription, free admission to all Panther Comics events, which is whenever we post something on the page.
Yeah.
Okay? You get free bags and boards with, like, say you're subscribing to this here comic book, you get your free bags and boards to this. That way you don't have to pay for that. Not only that, but you get awesome things like this here magazine.
You love this book.
A
lot of good stuff comes out of it.
You get this awesome Marvel previews guide that comes too. So you get 2 awesome previews. DC also has a previews guide.
Yeah,
that goes with this.
they drop it every
So
once
you
in a
get
while.
like a lot of stuff in your guide. Not only that, but you get first crack at collections that walk in the door. So if somebody comes in with 3 long boxes filled with comic books, you, buddy, are going to get your first opportunity.
And we get a lot of like guys, like
Now,
older guys walking in with Golden
The
Age stuff
downside
in here.
to this awesome thing
Not
is
bad.
if you are not a member, it is $10 at the door.
Yeah.
You bring yourself in your comics that you unwanted back issues that you don't want. You could trade those comics with other people at that venue that are like, hey, I got comic books here. Oh, hey, let's trade.
Nice.
Not only that, but that $10 at the door gets you in a door prize, like an auction or an opportunity at a raffle.
Nice.
But the cool thing, they start every Saturday at 5 p.m. They go until 8 or however many people show up. So if you really want to have a good time, come in, sign up, sell us your stuff, tell us war stories, and we will see you next week when we look forward to awesome new things next week.
Nice.
We got a lot coming. We got Civil War 2, and we have DC Rebirth coming.
Don't get me started.
Don't
please.
worry. Pat
get me
is going
started.
to talk a lot about that.
Don't get me started. I want to
Tune
stay
in
calm this week.
Next week.
See ya.